Once you finish painting the color wheel on the inside, then you're ready for the color schemes. We'll take notes as a class, and so each of these boxes will be assigned a different color scheme. So we have monochromatic, complementary, and you'll have an explanation that you'll write down, and yes, you need to write everything in the parentheses as well. We have split complementary. On the other side, we'll have warm colors, cool colors, and analogous colors. Okay, the explanation tells you exactly what you're going to be painting. So for example, if we're looking at monochromatic, the first thing that we need to do is draw 3 intersecting lines inside of your square. Okay, you guys can use a ruler for this. Okay, then after you have your notes, you'd be ready to paint. Our notes for monochromatic say several values of one color. So you're going to be using one color, so I used red, and tints and shades of that color. We've already done monochromatic. If we have red over here, oh, here we go. Let's go over to green. If we have green over here, we have a shade of green, we have a tint of green. But there are many, many different tints and many, many different shades. So what I did is I painted my red section, and then these here are tints of red and shades of red. And that's what you're filling in that section. When we go to complementary, we're going to be working with opposite hues that have the highest contrast with each other. I chose to do yellow and violet. So they're opposite each other. So I have yellow, and opposite the color wheel, I have violet. Okay, for the example in the parentheses, I used red and green for the example. Okay, if you want to use different colors that are opposite each other, that's fine. So you're going to use one color. So if I have my violet here, I have yellow here. I have a pile of yellow with a little bit of violet. So I'm basically mixing the two of them in different proportions to see what happens. Okay, so I have equal amounts of yellow and violet. I added a little bit of violet to a lot of yellow. So you're mixing, again, in different proportions. For split complementary, it's a hue and then 2 hues on each side of the complement. So for example, if I'm working with red, I go to its complement, but I split. So think about a letter Y. I'm coming here and I'm splitting. Okay, so I'd be using red, yellow, green, and blue, green. Now with mine, I used red, I did blue, green, and then I made a greener blue, green. If you guys want to use tints of the split complementary colors, you can do that as well. So I would have red, a tint of red, yellow, green, a tint of yellow, green, blue, green, and a tint of blue, green. Okay, warm colors. We have red, orange, and yellow, and then any combination of these 3. So if I look at the warm colors here, I have red all the way to yellow. So I have red, orange, and yellow. This gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I may have 6 sections. I could make a yellow orange that's a little bit more yellow than this, and I can change it up. Okay, I can also make a red orange that's a little bit more orange than this. Okay, all right, for cool colors, we're using blue, green, violet, and any combination of these 3. So it's the same thing as warm colors. I'm going to start with green. I can go all the way to violet, and I can use any combination of these in between. When we're doing analogous colors are 3 to 5 colors next to each other on the color wheel. They're color neighbors. And then you can do any combination of those. So warm colors and cool colors are analogous, so I don't want to use those again. So what I like to do is make sure that I have some sort of warm and a cool in there. So I might start with blue, green, and I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can use this combination right here for my analogous colors. So you can pick any 3 to 5 colors for those analogous colors right there. Okay, if you have any questions, ask the teacher. Once you finish with all 6 of these color schemes and your color wheel is painted, you are done and ready to go, and you can wash out your paint tray if your partner is done.